So tell me about your IBS. It's been going on for quite some time, I gather.
I was probably about 25, 26 when I first started getting symptoms. So I didn't know anything about like having a good diet or anything. I was just eating chocolate, crisps, everything, takeouts, whatever.
Okay.
And I had 2 young children at the time as well. So getting like something quick done and cooking, quickly.
Yeah.
But then anyway, so every time I had milk, for example, it would just irritate my stomach and have to run to the toilet.
Okay.
So I cut out milk, but nothing was stopping. It was I still had the same symptoms. I was basically doubling up in pain. Every time I maybe wanted the toilet. And then I'd have to run to the toilet really quickly. And I'd get really bad winds, and then the pain was excruciating. It was really bad. It was like going through labour. It was honestly I thought, am I coming on my period or something? Is this happening? What's happening? I didn't know what was going on. So I went to the hospital. They said, we can't find anything. We don't know. We think you've got IBS. And then I think when I went to the doctors after that, they said we can put you on Nebevarine, I think it was called.
Yeah.
And then I looked at it, and I think I took it for about a couple of months, and I thought, you know what, I can't do this. I'm not going to rely on a tablet for the rest of my life. My skin was really bad. I had spots all over my face, all on my cheeks, all going up down the side of my face.
Does it affect what clothes that you wear as well? Like, sometimes do your clothes feel a bit uncomfortable at certain times of the day because of the bloating?
Yes, like leggings, so it's tight. So I'm thinking I have to make sure I'm wearing like looser trousers, for example.
Okay, so there's quite a lot that's going through my mind to help you. The first thing is tracking your symptoms is really important because you can learn so much about yourself. So if you can just go through those days and, not obsessively, but just take a few notes of what you've eaten on a good day and what you've eaten on a bad day. And you might find, because for some people, it's not actually what they're eating, it's what they're doing. But noticing those patterns for yourself can be really powerful because then that gives you a better place to start rather than just kind of stabbing in the dark at it, really. So tracking, I think, of your symptoms would be a number one thing to do. The other thing that might be occurring is what you can get in your intestinal tract sometimes is a bit of an overgrowth of bugs in the small intestine, and that can give you that bloating that's really, really uncomfortable. So that might be occurring to at least some degree. And then some days your immune system just keeps it at bay and it's all okay. Other days, maybe if you eat a little bit more fibre or something like that, that's something that could potentially flare it up, and then it just gets really gassy and bloated and full. How's your sugar intake? You've mentioned that you do a lot of home baking, which is fantastic, but I wonder is there a bit of sugar intake that we need to be aware of? That can aggravate these conditions sometimes.
Okay, I don't have white sugar at all. I would have honey in my tea. I don't have a lot of sugar, compared to other people. I think I do have some sort of sugar every single day. So I would have like a piece of chocolate, dairy-free chocolate. And then I know it doesn't change the fact that it might have sugar in it anyway. When I'm baking, I usually use half the amount of sugar anyway. I always use like coconut sugar, and I would put less sugar in anyway, like soft brown sugar. Never use white sugar at all in anything. And then I don't really have juices. Now and again, I would have like a bit of juice in the morning, and it wouldn't even be a full cup. It would be a very small amount. So I don't really have a lot of sugar. We don't eat out a lot, and it stopped a lot, actually. We have stopped. We did used to eat out like once a week, and we don't do that now. So I cook every single day, fresh.
That's really good.
From scratch. I try and incorporate a lot of vegetables, and we do have chicken or meat or fish every day.
Okay.
But I mean, not so much red meat though. We'll have red meat maybe once a week or once every 2 weeks.
So I think variety is really important for you. So if you just rotate the foods that you're eating, that can be really helpful, because when you've had IBS for 20 years, it does come with it microbiome changes, but the way to increase the microbiome diversity and get it really resilient again is by variety of foods. So whatever you can tolerate, like within your sort of safe foods, having different ones and eating seasonally, it'd be really beneficial for you to just like rebuild that back up again now that it's not as volatile as it used to be. Another just little tip for you is so back when you needed the mebeverine, that's like an antispasmodic medication. So it helps with cramps in the gut. And if you've got any pain before you need to go to the toilet, then it can really help with that. But magnesium also does something really similar. It has the same mechanism of action. So it can really just like release the gut and help take away the sort of pain and cramping impact on your gut. So just getting into an Epsom salt bath, if you're feeling a little bit on the edge of that, can be really, really helpful, and then that can deal with any pain in the gut.